What's going on, everybody? It's Jake Grip here. Today we're going to go ahead and knock out part 4 of 4 for the Jurassic World Chaos Theory here on Jurassic World Evolution 2. We're going to go ahead and load up our save here and do a quick recap. And we're going to go ahead and pause the game here real quick just to do our recap here, just to make sure that everybody that is just tuning in or hasn't seen the first 3 videos, just to make them aware of kind of how this mission plays itself out here. So on the first part of the Chaos Theory, you're kind of given a couple of things here in the front. You're given a couple of dinosaurs, the Triceratops here, the Ankylosaurus, and the mighty T-Rex. Eventually, you start to kind of build out your park a little bit. I do have some amenities here. Part 2, you basically start to fill in the park a little bit more. You start to create the Mosasaurus here, the mighty water dinosaur here. I'm not sure where he's at, right here in the middle. That was basically video 2. A lot of things go wrong with that. It takes a lot of time, a lot of money. Some of the storms run rampant throughout the park, so that was a little bit of a struggle there. Part 3 was basically fill out the park a little bit more here, get some more dinosaur species. Ultimately, at the end, you do build the Indominus Rex, the legendary creature there from the actual movie, Jurassic World. So that was pretty cool here. In part 4, which is this video, is to basically finish out the mission and go ahead and make sure you can get yourself a 5-star out of 5-star park. There are a couple of other objectives, as you can see there on the screen. Getting 1,500 guests with at least a 90% comfort rating, 12 species of dinosaurs, and then, again, reaching that park rating of 5 out of 5, with total cash being over $3 million at a time. So we're going to go ahead and knock out these objectives basically one by one, but some of them are a little bit easier than others. The 5-star park is guaranteed to be the last one that you do complete, so don't worry, that'll be last. Filling out the dinosaur species here, that one's not too bad by any means. And then having that total cash is pretty easy as well. So just make sure you check out your comfort rating with your guests, your transport, your shelters, your coverages, all that good stuff, all of your amenities. But whenever we do start the mission here, we do have one dead dinosaur. Looks like the T-Rex did die of old age. This mission does take a very long time, this Chaos Theory, to complete. So some of your dinosaurs will actually die. I believe that a couple of them did at the end of the 3rd video there. So let's go ahead and resume the game and pick it up where we left off.
Picking up asset. Transporting asset.
We do have one current expedition out there, so I'm basically going to go ahead and let that return, and then we'll basically pick up in the video here. And as you can see, the one objective there, having the 1,500 guests with 90% comfort is going in, going out. We have it, we don't. Basically, we're in the borderline there. We have plenty of guests in the park, so that's not the issue. But the issue is the 90% comfort there. We do have to build out the park a little bit more here, so that will come with time. Cash should not be an issue by any means at this point. And our fossils have returned, so let's go ahead and check out what we were doing there. So we do have some Ankylosaurus fossils here. We'll go ahead and take care of those. We did have one disgruntled scientist. We do want to take care of that. We did lose the T-Rex, so that needs replenished there. We do have 55% for the T-Rex, so we could try it. You know, let's go ahead and see if we can ultimately take care of this here. It may fail, but let's give it a try. So those fossils have been completed there. Let's check out another expedition. We do need to replace that Ankylosaurus there. There's only one left in this current enclosure. He's probably going to also die of old age here pretty soon, since the other ones just recently did the same thing. So that's why we're excavating for them. The T-Rex is hopefully going to work out here, and at least we were able to synthesize it. So we do have one viable egg. We don't have quite enough rating there. But with a little bit of a training, we do have enough at that point. Hopefully that this egg does survive. It does take 10 minutes, so we are in ×3 speed, so it's going to be about 3 minutes of real time there. The Ankylosaurus also takes a lot of time to go ahead and take care of, so we're basically just going to wait here a little bit, but we do have to fill out the park a little bit more here. We do need 3 more total dinosaur species. We're currently missing our T-Rex, so that'll be the 9th one. So we're looking for 3 more here. So we're going to need at least build 3 more enclosures. There's plenty of space on this side of the map and over here as well. So space definitely isn't an issue and shouldn't be an issue for this chaos theory. There's plenty of room on this map. So I'm basically just going to connect this side here and build a couple of enclosures this way. We're going to need to reconfigure our monorail here, just to make sure that it does stop back here at the end of the park. And we may even kind of fill out this section a little bit, but let's not jump too far ahead here. Let's start to build these enclosures. We do need 3 more species, so I'm going to go ahead and get 2 herbivores here connected to this Indominus Rex. Actually, I'm going to change that just a little bit here. My ultimate goal is to build like a park tour or a park ride through this enclosure, so we do want to have a little bit of width there, a little bit longer of an enclosure, just to make sure there's enough room. And we do have a storm, so we're going to go ahead and pause the game real quick, open up those shelters. We're sitting at $7 million, so that shouldn't be an issue by any capacity. We will slow it down, we'll let that storm pass, and we'll take care of the damage. The storm has passed. Let's go ahead and release all of the people back into the park. Make sure they go ahead and spend their money. We're still waiting on this T-Rex here. It's going pretty good so far. Hopefully it does ultimately get us the viable embryo we're looking for. We could just put him back into the enclosure just like he was beforehand. We took a little bit of risk there with not really having a maximum genome there, but it ultimately worked out in the long run, so can't complain there under any capacity. So the T-Rex is ready here. Let's go ahead and airlift him. We'll put him back into his enclosure. The Ankylosaurus is fully complete as well, so let's go ahead and put them back into their enclosures. They're at 65%. We did the T-Rex with about 55 there, so a little bit better odds on this one, but it should work out. We're going to give our scientists a break there, and then we're going to go ahead and fully load up here and knock out these last couple dinosaur species. You see that it went up from 8 to 9 total species there. As soon as we put the T-Rex back into the enclosure, it's going to stay at 9 there. And since it was already in the enclosure beforehand, and it did die of old age, this guy should be 100% comfort and good to go. We'll check back on him in just a second here. Our batch of Ankylosauruses are ready. We did get 2, and that's how many we lost, so that's what we're looking for. It looks like this T-Rex likes a little bit more forest, apparently. Still forming the territory, but hopefully he'll figure it out, but let's just help him out a little bit. We'll put a little bit more forest in, no problem. And there we go. The comfort is going up. He's going to be at 100%. He will be good to go. So like I mentioned there, I'm going to put a park tour here in with some herbivores. So we do need to research a couple of them, or do an excavation, might I say, not research. So I'm trying to find one location with at least 2 of them, kind of knock them out at the same time there. If we ultimately can't, we'll just do 2 separate ones. Here we go, a Gallimimus, and these guys here as well. We do have another dead dinosaur.
Asset requiring collection.
And these guys were actually Gallimimuses over here. They were given to you just by this chaos theory by default. So we actually don't even want to take care of them with our expeditions, because it's not going to count for an additional dinosaur. We already have them, so it actually won't count. So we're just going to use the one there.
Asset transportation in progress.
Our fossils have arrived. Let's go ahead and take care of them. And we'll send out another expedition here. The rest of these are actually Gallimimuses, and that's not what we're looking for since we already do have them. But we'll take care of them anyways, just to move them out of the inventory. That's what I'm looking for right there. This will only bring me fossils of that kind there, so that'll complete our genome here, hopefully. The Ankylosaurus is ready. We can put them back in their original enclosures way over here in this side of the map.
Asset to be collected. Assets in the air. Asset transportation underway. Asset has been delivered. Asset delivered.
We do have another dead dinosaur there. It's another Gallimimus.
Heading to collect the asset. Commencing asset transit.
And there goes our Ankylosaurus. That's our last one of the older ones there.
Collecting asset.
So these guys are back at 100%. They did figure it out that they're good to go here. We still have our Triceratops there, so we don't need to make another Ankylosaurus there. We can leave them as B.
Asset has been collected.
This is going to get us to an 89% genome, so that's going to be good enough there. We'll be good to go. We don't have the Giga in the park yet, but you did need to go ahead and basically excavate for them whenever you did build the Indominus Rex. It's just kind of a mix of carnivores there, so we're ultimately going to go ahead and utilize him. We're going to put him on this side of the park over here by these raptors. So let's build a separate enclosure there. We can actually put them into the park immediately. These guys are ferocious. They are relentless. So I'm actually going to go ahead and build a heavy fence enclosure here, much like the Indominus Rex got. We only got 1 Giga there, so we're going to go ahead and try to do that one more time. We want to at least have 2 in the enclosure. That one scientist is going to be a little bit upset, but we'll go ahead and we'll give him a break after this here. This Gallimimus does have low health. Basically, it's going to die of old age here. This one as well, so don't worry about that.
En route to pick up the asset. Asset in transit.
So we do have all of our enclosures ready here. We're going to go ahead and put the Giga back here by the Velociraptors, and we're going to have our 2 herbivores go over on this side of the map. So the Giga is ready.
Asset collection request received.
It bumps us up to 10 dinosaur species there.
Collecting asset.
There is plenty of water in this enclosure already, so hopefully that'll be good to go there. We shouldn't have to alter that too much, but we do have to complete this track here. And we also need to go ahead and do our last herbivore that we're going to use for our map here. We could put more species as well, but it's only a requirement of 12. I did this by myself on a practice run through before we did this video here, but you can actually get by with just 12. You don't need any excess over that.
Assets in the air.
We could put this tour inside along with the Indominus Rex there, but just to make sure that nobody gets eaten there, although they probably wouldn't, we're going to omit and just leave that one out of this tour here. So let's go ahead and check on our Giga here. We just put into the enclosure.
Delivery complete.
Take a look at him. He's going to make his presence known in the final upcoming movie here, Jurassic World Dominion, so definitely excited for that one. But here he is in all of his glory. It's pretty close to a T-Rex, pretty similar, those small, stubby little arms, but he does need a couple of things here. He actually only needs prey. Everything else is good, so not too bad there on the enclosure. Just need to add in the prey, and he will be good to go. He is going to be sharing this enclosure with 2 other Gigas, so we're going to go ahead and throw 2 feeders in there just to make sure that he's doing okay. And there he is at 100% comfort, so he's good to go. Let's go ahead and speed up the time here a little bit as well. We did have some more fossils come back here. It's going to give us an 85% genome, so that's going to take care of it there. We're not going to need to do any more expeditions. We're going to go ahead and leave it at that. We did get 6 of that species there, so that's pretty cool to see. In order to bring some more people over here towards the Giga and these other carnivores here, the Velociraptor, etc., we're going to need to put at least a viewing gallery so they do make their way over here. So it's going to be too far away from our current generator there, so we're going to have to build another one. We can always edit that path later. There are 6 of this species. There's going to be probably less of the other ones, so this enclosure is a little bit smaller than this one, so I'm going to go ahead and put these guys over here. We're definitely going to need some water here. There is a little bit there on the right side, but we know that every habitat does need some water, so we'll throw a little bit on the inside there. These guys are herbivores, so hopefully they'll be okay with these trees. They may need some nuts and fruits, but we'll figure that out once they ultimately get there.
Asset transportation in progress.
All of our fossils are complete, so we're not going to need that anymore. We do have to wait for these guys to fully clear out before we can transport these other 2 gigas, so we're just going to take a little bit of time there. Just kind of hold off.
Transporting asset. Asset delivery confirmed. Commencing asset transit.
We do have a lot more dinosaurs now, so we're actually going to build a second paleomedical here. So we're going to put it on this side of the map, kind of where these new dinosaurs did come in.
Asset transportation complete.
So these guys just need a little bit of ground nut, and then hopefully that they will be good to go.
Transportation underway. Asset transported. En route to collect the asset. Confirming asset delivery.
And here's our 12th of 12 species here. Let's go ahead and take care of them. They're going to drop right into this enclosure here. And then that objective is going to auto-complete itself. So our only thing left is going to be getting that park rating of 5 out of 5 stars. So most of these objectives really aren't that bad. Having cash at this point is pretty simple. I'm sitting at 8 million, and I just built a bunch of dinosaurs, so cash is easy. Creating the dinosaur species, just go ahead and fill out your park a little bit. There's still plenty of room here in the middle and kind of the top portion of the map. This is a very large map, so that's nice and easy there. Making sure your guest comfort is at 90%. That's not too bad either, but we're going to need some more transport rating here. We're starting to build off the map a little bit here, a little bit to the back, so we're going to need to alter that in just a little bit here. So we'll take care of that next.
Asset has been collected.
We did unlock the large amenity there, so that's good whenever we start to go ahead and take care of the rest of these objectives. That's going to help us out tremendously. We do have a couple of overworked scientists here, so let's go ahead and make sure to give them a break. Make sure that they're okay. We'll give everybody a break there. And that's another ranger team down. We do have an undiagnosed ailment. Make sure to take care of those immediately.
En route to pick up the asset.
We don't have any water in this enclosure here, so let's go ahead and do that first. That'll be good for there. I'm not sure what type of environment that these guys need. I'm going to expect probably a little bit of forest. They're pretty close to a Triceratops, which we know, of course, does need a little bit of forest. So let's go ahead and put a little bit of that into the park here, or into the enclosure, might I say, not a park.
Asset in transit.
A minor fracture is actually pretty simple there. You can actually just have the team do that on the spot. It doesn't require you to go ahead and bring them into the facility.
Asset being transported.
We're going to take care of that monorail in just a second there.
Asset delivery confirmed.
So these guys need a little bit more forest, a little bit more ground leaf. And once his two other buddies come in, he should be good.
Commencing asset transit.
So there goes one of our Triceratops. So I'm not sure if we have a Triceratops here as a genome, since it was given to us at the beginning. And we do not. So I'm going to go ahead and actually do a quick expedition there to go ahead and make sure that we can take care of that Triceratops and put them back into the enclosure there. Still looking for a little bit more ground leaf here, but probably what happened is the track didn't let us use the most amount of area here for the enclosure. So I do have two options. I could kind of cut off this Indominus Rex over here. I could cut off that a little bit and give us some more room in this enclosure, but we'll try to make it work with what we have. We just need some ground leaf. We could take away some forest, but we definitely want to make sure we take care of these guys here first. So I'm going to sacrifice some forest there. And a little bit here. We'll check on that. And there we go. Took care of it. Plenty of forest. Plenty of ground leaf. It could use a little bit more technically, but he is at 100%, so no complaints there from the dinosaurs. They are good to go. There is our second Triceratops.
Acknowledging asset collection request.
So the other two are probably next. We're going to replace them there with the expedition, so that's going to be good to go. We do want to fix this track here. We're going to build another monorail over here.
Asset has been collected.
Actually, I think we have a storm coming, so I'm going to wait on that just a second. Maybe we don't. False alarm there. It's going to get us to 66% there. That's pretty close, but we do have 6 more fossils there, so we're not going to bother with another expedition. We could, but it's just not necessary. We'll probably get to about 80% there with those current fossils. There we go. That section is hooked up now. The Triceratops is viable, but we do want to make sure that we get the best chance that we do is 76%. That'll be good enough. That's a 3 out of 4. We're going to go ahead and alter this monorail here. We'll take care of that. So we're going to disconnect that one. And we actually lost one of our carnivores here, which is kind of surprising.
Asset collection
But we can always replenish them.
Asset to be collected.
We also lost another Gallimimus.
Asset in transit.
And we lost a Ceratosaurus here, so they're kind of dropping like flies lately, but, you know, that's okay.
Asset being transported.
We only got one egg out of that, which is kind of sad, honestly. You should probably get a couple more, but that's okay. We'll do it again. We only have one Triceratops left, and he is lonely. But I'm actually going to take back what I said earlier. I wasn't going to do another expedition, but I do want to at least try to have one of these guys over here. That's going to be our flying friends there. So we're going to go ahead and take care of them. We're going to add them to this side of the park as well, or maybe over here with the Giga, who knows. But just to fill out the park a little bit more, that's going to give us 13 total species. But, you know, the more the merrier. That should bring in more guests. Get some more money. That's a little bit too far away, so we're going to go ahead and stick it over here. We will circle back to those in just a second. That has got to be the most amount of fossils I've ever seen returned from a trip. Look how many things we got here for cash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's absolutely insane. We did get all of these fossils as well, but that is an absolute jackpot right there. I've never seen that many fossils come back with one single expedition. That is absolutely crazy. Cash wasn't an issue, but it certainly gave us a lot more there. It's going to give us a 98% genome there. So we'll be able to go ahead and build the enclosure and put them into the park.
Asset requiring collection. Transit has commenced. Acknowledging asset collection request.
This enclosure is probably going to be a little bit too big there for all of them, so we're actually going to go ahead and tranquilize our original and final Triceratops that was left, and we're actually going to go ahead and sell it. We're going to get rid of him. There's not enough space here for the 4. I could expand it a little bit by altering these paths or, a couple of things like that, but we're not going to do so. So we're going to go ahead and move on from him.
Asset transportation underway.
And this is actually news to me. I didn't know that you actually couldn't sell them, which is interesting. In other missions you could, but apparently you can't there. So we're going to hope that these guys play nice.
Confirming asset delivery.
They should, since ultimately they do like to be in a big pack. So we'll check back on them in a second here.
Asset transportation in progress. Delivery has been completed. Delivery complete.
And the 4 of them are living happily ever after. They're so good. I was kind of worried that maybe there wasn't enough room with another dinosaur being put in there, but it looks like that there is. They're going to be okay, so we're good to go there. So we're sitting at 744,000 dollars of income per minute. That almost gets us to a 4-star. 800,000 will get you to that 4-star mark. And a 5-star, which is the ultimate goal here, is going to be $1 million per minute. So I'm going to touch on that in just a second here. We do have the other objective that we do need to take place of getting 1,500 guests in the park with a comfort rating of 90%. The issue currently is that we don't have enough shelters or enough restrooms. We just kind of built the park up a little bit more. So we need to put a little bit more added coverage there. This guy might actually die of old age. Looks like it's going to happen, but we tried to save him. I actually grabbed the wrong one there. Sorry about that. We'll see if we can save him and heal him. Maybe not. But let's fix up a couple of our guests' comforts here. We're definitely going to need some more restrooms. Yep, we built this side of the park up a little bit more, so that's why we have a red for the restroom. And we also built this section over here with the Giga, so we definitely need some more coverage over here. We'll put a bathroom right next to this viewing gallery. We're going to put another one, hopefully over here, but there's just enough room. And that guest comfort, 90% their objective, actually just completed itself, so we could stop there, but we're going to go and just make sure we fix up the park as nice as we can here.
Heading to pick up the asset.
We have lost 2 of them so far due to old age, so we're going to go ahead and try to replace them there. We want to make sure we bring in as many guests as we can. And a laceration is apparently a major injury, so we do need to tranquilize the Triceratops here.
Transportation underway. Collecting asset.
We still want to build that aviary here. We're going to put it on this side of the map. This is kind of where all of our money is. We do have a bunch of shops over here, and we think we forgot to edit this last one. We did. Let's go ahead and fix that up. I only lost 2 of them, so we're looking to just keep 2.
Assets in the air.
So we do need some more shelter coverage, restroom. We could probably use one more hotel.
Transportation complete.
So there is actually a storm coming this time. False alarm last time, but it's actually happening this time.
Heading to collect the asset.
Just need to weather this storm here, hold off just a little bit longer.
Transporting asset.
And one of them did actually escape here, so we do need to search and rescue real quick. So we're going to take care of these carnivores real quick, and then we'll go ahead and reopen the park.
Asset delivered. En route to collect the asset. Picking up asset.
Okay, and now we're good to go. We can reopen the park here, take everybody out of the shelters. We do have a couple of fences here that do need fixed, so we'll make sure our ranger team takes care of that.
Assets in the air. Asset has been collected. Delivery has been completed. Transportation complete. Asset being transported.
And everything is back on track. So the storms are just kind of a little bit of annoying, but they're not overly complicated there. So not too bad. A little bit of damage control, but we are good to go now. Our park rating dropped substantially due to that storm, but people are now entering the park again. They're going to go back to those amenities. They're going to spend their money, all that good stuff. So our park rating is going to slowly rise here very, very quickly. We're already up to 3 stars again.
Confirming asset delivery.
There's just enough room there for a restroom, which is ideal because we did need it in the area. And there we are. We're up to a 4-star park now, up to 4 stars.
Asset collection request
So we only need one more, and then we're good.
Asset in transit.
So now that the aviary is unlocked, we can take care of that. A concussion is a serious injury as well, so we do need to go ahead and take him over to the paleomedical as well. We're going to go ahead and build our aviary on this portion of the map over here. There's plenty of space still. We're going to alter this monorail track just a little bit here. And that should be good.
Heading to collect the asset. Collecting asset.
Our comfort rating is not at 90% because we did mess up this monorail here. Once that's completed, we'll be good to go.
Transit has commenced. Asset delivery confirmed. Asset has been delivered.
Not sure what happened to our Giga there, but we're going to go ahead and make sure that we take care of him and service him right away.
Picking up asset.
Once we fix these couple of problems here, then we can talk about how to 5-star this park, because it's really not that bad once you get the hang of it.
Acknowledging asset collection request. Asset transportation underway. Asset transportation in progress. Asset transported. Asset has been transported.
Okay, so this Giga ultimately had organ trauma. That's what happened. I was wondering why the health was low, but that makes a lot of sense now. So that is definitely a major injury. Let's try to take care of him first. I thought that was somebody outside the exhibit, but that's actually the Mosasaurus, so no cause for panic there. We do want to go ahead and tranquilize here the Giga and treat him. Looks like our Ceratosaurus did die of old age as well.
Heading to pick up the asset. En route to pick up the asset. Transportation underway.
We do have another Triceratops with an injury here. So we're trying to get to this 5-star here, but these people keep getting hurt. It's a little bit frustrating, but it's just part of the game. So while we have a spare second here, we're going to go ahead and pause the video. So our last objective here is to get a 5-star park. And the only thing that matters, and literally the only thing that matters, is your income per minute. So we're sitting at about $818,000 of income per minute. Our appeal's looking great, 111%. Our ticket sales are really strong. Our amenities are doing pretty good, but it looks like we could have some more coverage. So in order to make more money, if we have more amenities, that'll kind of help itself. So we'll go ahead and we'll add in a couple amenities here first. After we take care of our Triceratops here.
Asset to be collected. En route to collect the asset.
Those guys actually go in that enclosure, so we'll just leave them be. And now we can focus on this 5-star rating.
Delivery complete.
So we're missing a little bit of food, shopping, and drink over in this portion of the map.
Commencing asset transit. Asset transportation complete.
Not sure what happened there. Sorry about that. So we have food, drink, and then we just need some shopping. There's an overlook of our park rating. We're at about a 4.2 stars there. So there aren't too many people here on this part of the map. That's why they're not getting a lot of business here. So we could put another species over here to kind of draw in some more attention. We'll think about that in just a second here, but we do want to take care of these couple of dinosaurs that have been successfully treated. We'll put our Triceratops back. So the major point I want to make about this 5 out of 5 stars is all that matters is your park rating. And you need to get your income per minute up to $1 million, as it says right there. So your amenities play a major part in this. At the beginning of the game, we were looking at what's going to make us the most profit. Whenever you're configuring these modules here, which one, actually I think we need to resume the game, but which one is going to make us the most money? But now that you've progressed a little bit through the game here, you do have access to extra modules. So we're going to look for anything that boosts up the income. So the gift stand's going to boost it up there. And that's probably about the maximum. 45,000 for that one. So that's very strong. We'll take a look at the drink, see what we can do to help out that. The photo booth is going to put it to about $35,000 in profit. The entertainer puts it up to about 38, so that's good. And 41 there for the skeleton display. So a little bit more money there. An ice cream machine puts it to about 45. A photo booth helps out a little bit there. We do have a cinema, so that's good. An entertainer is going to make us a little bit more money, so we'll put that up. And the ice cream parlor is going to make us a little bit more money too, so we'll go ahead and edit that.
Asset has been delivered.
Looks like a photo booth's going to put us at about 44,000. So we're only looking at income here. Income, 44,550. That's the only thing that matters, is making money. That's going to get you extra stars here. And we're going to go ahead and pause the game real quick because we were at about 4.2 stars before we edited these 3 here, and we're working on this second one right now. So we're currently editing 5 of our amenities, and there's a couple throughout the park still. There's these ones over here, and these lonely ones in the corner over here, which aren't going to make too much money, but people are starting to roll in. As you can see, there is a profit there now. And we were at 4.2 stars, and just by fixing up those a little bit, take a look at this. This is super important. We're already at about a 4.6 stars. We only edited our amenities just a little bit, just to tweak them a little bit, make them make a little bit more money here, and it already got us to about $920,000 of income per minute, which is what we're looking for. So in this point of the game, the only thing you need to focus on is the income. What is going to make me the most money on all of these? So we're looking at 44,000 right there. We're going to go ahead and unpause the game. Oops. Unpause the game. See if anything can make us a little bit more. The fountain's going to make us a little bit more, so we'll go ahead and we'll use that. We're sitting at 42,000 here. see if anything can make it better. And the gift stand's going to put it up to 45 once that updates there. We'll take a look at our action figures here. This one's sitting at 46,000. An entertainer's going to put us up to about 50. A photo booth is going to just put us barely over 50,000 there, so that's good. We're sitting at 52,000 for this one. The photo booth puts us up a little bit to 54. The entertainer puts us up to 56. And the skeleton display puts us up to about 60, so that's good. We're sitting at 56,000 here for this one. Photo booth puts it up a little bit. The ice cream parlor puts it up a little bit. And the skeleton display puts us up a little bit as well. We forgot about those guys there. We're going to go ahead and release them. Hopefully that'll bring a couple more guests over to this side of the park and also spend some more money over there. So we fixed up about 4 more modules, and that put us into 970,000 approximately. So I only have a couple of modules here left to go. I have these 3 right here. Amenities, might I say, not modules. We have these 3 amenities over here, and we have these 3 in the corner. And I did just release these dinosaurs here. They're not really even going to get their chance to shine. You can't even really see them. Oh, nope, there they are. We did get to release them, but I'm going to go ahead and bet here that as soon as we fix up these modules, it's actually going to go ahead and... I keep saying modules, I apologize. As soon as we fix up these amenities, it's probably going to kick us over to that 5 out of 5 stars. The only thing that matters is income here. What is making you the most money? Profit really doesn't matter at this point. Your income versus your running cost equals your profit here. Your profit doesn't matter. It's all about what gives me the most money, the most income. So we're going to go ahead and resume the game here. We're going to try to fix up these couple of amenities right here, and that should hopefully go ahead and put us over the 5-star mark. We're going to try to edit these ones a little bit down here.
Asset to be collected.
So that Gallimimus is lonely here. Let's go ahead and try to get a couple more into the enclosure there. See, these guys need some water, fish, and sand.
Assets in the air.
You do need to research the fish feeder there, so let's try to take care of that immediately. We had our eye on the prize there. We should have probably made sure that we took care of these guys here first. But as soon as this research is ready, we're going to make sure we put our fish feeder in. And hopefully these guys will not break out of the enclosure. There we go. Now they're comfortable. They're good to go now. They won't be escaping.
Heading to collect the asset.
And apparently we still had a Giga over here. We're going to go ahead and put him back.
Task received. Asset transportation underway. Transporting asset. Transportation underway.
So we do have a major fracture here and some internal bleeding. Those are both major injuries, so we do need to attend to them here.
Signing a drone. Acknowledged.
But it doesn't even matter because we did fix up our amenities there, and it ultimately did kick us over to a 5 out of 5 stars there. As you can see, we do get the mission complete on Jurassic World. So the biggest tip that I can provide, whenever you're trying to 5-star this park here, just make sure to touch up on your amenities. Profit doesn't matter at this point whatsoever, since you already have probably anywhere between $6 to $10 million. I have about 12 and a half here at the end of the mission, so money's not an issue. Just make sure to flip over those modules, get you whatever makes the most amount of money, the most amount of income. That's all you're looking for. 5 out of 5 stars just simply equals $1 million of income per minute there. So that's going to be the Jurassic World Chaos Theory fully complete there. This is going to complete video 4 of 4, part 4 of 4 here for the Chaos Theory. So if you didn't check out 1 through 3, definitely make sure to go back and check out those. And anybody that was watching this here, if you did find this information helpful, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to go ahead and drop a like there. And also subscribe to the channel here. We do have all of the Chaos Theories on the channel, all 5 of them. The 6th one's probably going to be coming out here in June after the movie releases. So definitely stay tuned for that as well as soon as that is available. So I appreciate everybody watching. Thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you next video.